Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the number 9 seed in the playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Moves the ball up to the 30. Backs lined up on either side of the quarterback. He'll hand it off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
With great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
They're going to run it here. Running into the secondary. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Off the play fake. Looking to throw. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia. Now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open score. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. First down here for this offense. Keeping it on the ground here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. The Bruins come to the line to run the hurry-up. From 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. That picks up a first down. They spot it at the 39.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
Looking to throw it on first down. Running back has it on a screen now. Great cut. They whiff on him. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid game for a first down.
It's a first down here by this UCLA offense. Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver to be able to get those yards and keep the sticks moving. Good job also just feeling the defense's coverage and making a quick decision to get that ball out.
He hands it off from the gun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone.
The quarterback here puts too much air under the football, and the defensive back is able to go up and make a nice play on the interception.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They go backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. Snags a good throw. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to settle out and bring the pressure.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The tight end has got it. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now here comes the bunch formation. There's the handoff. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down play coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Across the 45 now. He has first down yardage at the 46. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Off the play fake on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And there's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. Crucial third down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Running back grabs it on the screen. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
The Bruins pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the back. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Gain makes it second and medium. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? Out past the 30. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception and a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Bulldogs. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. UCLA offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Fighting off the defender. Football comes out. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Boy, just really good vision and patience by this back. He kind of felt his way through and then accelerated through the hole for the first down. One of the things that you see over the years by UCLA is the ability to control the line of scrimmage and have good backs that can pick up big yards.
Pressure is coming. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. It's a turnover.
Great play by the defender of knocking the ball away to give his defense a chance to recover the football. Man, the quarterback has to have that internal clock, that situational awareness, pocket awareness, kind of feel the pressure, and most importantly, when you feel it, take care of the football.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The pocket breaking down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
That sack makes it second down and forever. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Chris, that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy or you got to think about double-teaming him just to keep him out of the backfield.
The defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. Fourth down coming up. And the Bulldogs bring their punt team onto the field. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Second down after the incompletion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. And the Bruins come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
They look to throw it here on second down. Tries to get it to the running back. It's caught. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The Bruins come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught quickly. He shreds the tackle. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain. That completion makes it second and medium. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Using his legs here. Slides down to avoid the tackle. This offense has gotten going and gone fast. It's another 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. The Bruins trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's first and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. A much-needed score for trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight and try to get themselves back into this game.
Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Defense setting up for a passing down now with 7 DBs on the field. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. The Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's take it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Dogs will kick this away to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the UCLA offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket now. Looking right, this one caught. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And it's good for a first down for 36. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. That completion makes it second and medium. Here's the handoff. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball with 36.
You You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, told us about the receivers, and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
First down. They're going to throw the football. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
But how about the accuracy here by this quarterback to pick up the first down? And, man, UCLA has had some great play at quarterback. DTR, who just left recently, going back to Cade McNown, and, of course, Troy Aikman, one of the best.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, this sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they're going to come in.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Second down after that run on the previous play. Direct snap to the back. Crosses the 45. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me as a fan, when I'm watching the game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? The defense with more pre-snap movement. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Breaks free. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
Receiver makes the catch. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And The ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Quick throw, the catch is made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Ball handed off. Gets back to the line, but no closer to the end zone than that.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second and goal play for the offense. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia. Now the important point after attempt. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Bruins offense back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, easy to turn to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. There's a screen pass to the running back. Gets into space at the 50. And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the fourth quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
Completion makes it second and short. Ball handed off. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Look, I realize when any play call is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He'll try a pass here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the Bruins starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game. That run picks up first down yardage. A fresh set of downs for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he'll just get rid of it. This is crucial. Defense needing to stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Bruins. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up in the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
He's brought down out at the 46.
Well, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Can he get there on the ground? They make the first down, brought down to the 31. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Dogs looking to run some tempo here. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to set up a screen pass here. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Dogs. Strong game by this quarterback. Now, just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, we need your guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far tonight.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job at taking care of him, receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
And the UCLA offense takes the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. And here's the handoff. Football knocked loose in the backfield. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that. This football game was still in doubt. First down, looking to throw the ball. And now another deep ball here. That will be incomplete, trying for a consolation touchdown, but it's no good, and time expires on the game. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.